Architects are back with what's probably their last single before the album drops next month with Deepfake. What are we thinking?
This makes it 2 out of 3 singles that I like now off this new album. I think Alex is agreeing with me.
Yes, sir.
As much as it feels a little watered down, and as much as it feels like a lot of the song is just waiting for the breakdown at the end, I still really enjoy it. I think it's not quite the strongest of the 3. I still think When We Were Young is the best of the 3 singles so far. But this is much better than Tear Gas, I thought.
Massively agree, yeah.
I really like the bit where it kind of drops away and then there's the distant screaming from Sam.
That's one of my favourites.
That's a really
subtle,
nice kind of little technique there. I really liked that. And the lyrical callback to the title of the previous album, which, to be fair, it sounds quite similar to that kind of sound and perhaps maybe belongs on that album. I think we'll have to wait and see what this new album sounds like first, but it sounds very similar to those that Wish to Exist, I think.
It's just very Architects-y straight away. Like I think they've developed a sound in like their guitar tones and their riffs that if you were to play this and not tell me who it was by, I'd be like, that's Architects. Like from the riffs before hearing Sam, and it's like they've developed and like fine-tuned such a great sound, where it kind of just riffs so hard it jams. I think like the verses really build into the chorus quite nicely, and like you say, that breakdown is incredible. This gives me a lot more positivity going into the album compared to then like hearing Tear Gas. I was a bit like, shit, is this going to land? And now I've got a little bit more hope, I guess. I'm still a little bit reserved. I'm still wondering whether it's a little bit too soon after for those that Wish to Exist to release another album. I feel like they could have done another tour.
Especially with the length that album was as well. I think
it was big.
They could have got away with waiting a bit longer.
So I don't want it. I don't feel like there's been enough time that's passed since For Those That Wish to Exist where I'm like, I could really do another Architects album. It feels like this is preempting it being a little bit too soon, so I don't know if that's going to impair any judgment I have when the album comes out and when it releases. So I'm kind of preemptively got that in the back of my mind already, but I'm hoping that with this one also it's going to be, I haven't seen if there's a full track listing out, it's going to be a shorter album length, I hope. I don't really want another 15-song album. Because I think that's what it was, 15 songs, and that was just too much. And I think that was one of our main criticisms.
Too long,
for Those That Wish to Exist. So a shorter album would benefit me a lot more in terms of a few new songs being added into the set list. Because, again, they've got such a vast discography now. Almost like with the news talking about Bring Me, you need to find the right songs that are now going to fit into a set list. And Bring Me, like doing the EPs now, you're only going to get a few new songs every few years. Is a better model in a way. It's almost like these top tier bands like a Slipknot. I don't necessarily need full length albums anymore. I don't need a full length from Architects anymore. Just a few new singles every couple of years, or like an EP every couple of years is kind of like what I as a fan would want now, I guess, in a way. But to each their own.
There are 11 tracks on the upcoming album.
Okay. That's a much better number.
I don't know the track length, but that's kind of standard for an album, isn't it? 11?
Yeah. 8 to 10 is usually like the sweet spot for me.
10 perfect.
But no, let's see what it is. Month till it comes out as of time of recording today, so we shall find out soon what we all think of it.
This was a grower for me, but I'm actually pretty obsessed with it now. I think, it feels like that what they're doing now is just taking what they did on For Those That Wish to Exist and just pushing it that step further. It's like, okay, this is now the way this band is going. I understand why people can be salty about it, but like, just enjoy it. I think I've said it before, like, if you want to hear that trilogy, just go and listen to that trilogy, because there's hours upon hours.
And they'll still play those songs live.
But this is going to be, like, hearing this in like an arena, it's going to sound great. And he looks bloody cool in his eyeliner.
Yeah, I liked the eyeliner. Everyone online can shut up. It looks cool.
Go Sam.